you said, there was a toilet paper shortage, and everybody was like, hey, probably not that bad of an idea to have some water to get the doo-doo off my butt, right?
Yeah. You need a bidet for the clay.
You've turned into a marketing genius in the past 2 episodes. The Patreon and this and now. A marketing genius. So, but having said all that, I want a bidet. I've been on the record. I've wanted a bidet for years. I just can't pull the trigger for it, you know? But my wife has gotten on board with a bidet because
after her doctor friends talked about how great they were.
Because at first she thought it was weird, and I was like, "Well, Deidre, this is not going to keep you from getting pregnant. You know, this doesn't mean you're a sex worker." And so I think we're going to get one. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, for Father's Day I'll get one.
Okay,
we got to get an electrical outlet put in there in our little toilet room because it plugs in.
That seems concerning a little bit.
Why?
Well,
why does it plug in? Or what's wrong with it plugging in?
Probably nothing.
Okay.
But there would be a little part of my brain that wonders if I go to squirt my butt and I get an electric shock right up the old poop chute.
No, they got that worked out. But don't threaten me with a good time, you know? But it's got settings, you know?
Right.
Like, you know, there's like a female range and a male range.
It goes all the way from 9-volt battery to don't tase me, bro.
So we have to get that installed. But that shouldn't be a big deal. There's a light switch right on the other side of the wall we can come off of. I've already thought about it. I've been discussing it. I've dropped as many hints as I can. Now, also, years ago, dropped an equal amount of hints that I wanted to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire, who was playing in Tuscaloosa. One of my all-time favorite bands was playing in Tuscaloosa for Father's Day, and I got a grill brush for Father's Day.
A grill brush.
Yeah. I dropped as many hints as I could, and we didn't go see Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then, you know, they started dying off, and now I'll never get to see them again. But whatever, it's no big deal. I don't hold a grudge. I don't hold a grudge. And Deidre, I'm not her father. I am her daddy, but that's a whole other thing. All right. I'm not her father, so she's not obligated to give me a gift. I wish my kids would have got me Earth, Wind, and Fire tickets. Whatever. I don't know. So anyways, sorry everyone that bidet article was not what I thought it was. It was more of a history of the bidet and sex work. You can read all about it in the links to the show notes.
Wet wipes too.
Yeah, wet wipes too. Yes.
All right. Well, John, how about this headline? Spanish man fell dead after getting stuck inside a dinosaur statue while trying to get his phone back.
Okay. Nice.
And that is, the picture here of the dinosaur is truly horrifying.
Do you know what dinosaur that is?
Is it Stegosaurus?
That's right.
It's a baby Stegosaurus.
It's a baby Stegosaurus, it looks like.
He got caught in the leg of the steg. A missing man was found dead inside a dinosaur statue near Barcelona on Saturday. Authorities in Catalina told The Guardian on Monday that a man, 39, should have known better.
Definitely.
Was found inside the papier-mâché dinosaur statue in a suburb outside of Barcelona. The police believe that the man might have fallen into the Stegosaurus statue while he was trying to get back his cell phone, which he probably dropped into the sculpture.
Okay, now I don't feel like paper mache could contain me.
That's a good point. Know? Yes, I thought the same thing.
I'm not a strong guy, but I feel like I could get out of paper mache.
I feel like it would have been like that scene in Ace Ventura when he comes out the back of the rhino.
Yes.
Anyway, as the BBC News reported on Monday, the incident was reported by a father-son duo who observed a pungent smell coming from inside the statue. Dang. After looking through the cracks of the statue, the father discovered the body and was alarmed, and he told the authorities instantly. The man had been reported missing by his family, although his death is not being treated as suspicious. It's an accidental death. There was no violence. The person got inside the statue's leg and got trapped. The Mossos de Esquadra spokesperson said, "It looks as though he was trying to retrieve a mobile phone, which he dropped. It looked like he entered the statue head first and couldn't get out. Firefighters were called to help cut open the statue and remove the body. Expectedly, the dinosaur statue has since been removed too." Officials told The Guardian that it's unclear how long the body had been inside the statue, We were still waiting for the autopsy report, so we don't know how long he was in there, but it seems he was in there for at least a couple of days.
Goodness.
Golly.
There was that moment where he's like, I can't get out.
Yeah.
He's just like, I can't get out. I'm stuck.
Well, if you can get to the phone, maybe you can call for help.
True. Very true. But yeah, I see it here, and it does have a wiring. It looks like a plastic backing, so it may have been kind of hard.
I would have never got into that statue in the first place.
Well, I wonder what was on that phone.
I don't know.
Like he had to get it back.
That should definitely be included in the report.
Sure, absolutely.
And
look,
do you not just go get a room?
Tiny, look at this picture. There is a penis painted on the side of this Stegosaurus right there. Do you see that? 100%. That is a penis.
Is there no respect for the dead?
Goodness Christ. There's a bouquet of flowers right down there at the foot. And then a penis is drawn on the side of it.
That is unmistakably a male reproductive organ. Spray painted on the side of the
No doubt about it. Which makes me think, like, if you're in there, I'd be hollering and stuff. Like, somebody would hear me.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
If somebody's coming along and drawing penises on it, there's got to be people around.
I'm in the dinosaur.
Help me.
I'm in the leg of the steg.
If this was the United States, his family would sue everybody they could.
Right.
That he got stuck in there. He's an idiot and went in and got stuck in there. But, oh well.
I still can't believe that we don't know how big the guy was, but it's a decent sized statue, but the legs he had to be wedged in there, right?
You would think so.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was like crawling along. He didn't realize he was getting back to where that leg opening was, and he went in like head first or something.
Yeah, I think it did say at one point that he went head first. Okay. In there, but dear goodness,
But that also leads me to the question of how did you lose your phone in it?
Maybe he was using the flashlight to try to just look around inside it.
Like dropped it.
His curiosity killed the 39-year-old Barcelona man.
That's tough. It's tough for your family to find out after you're dead that you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like you would hope they would know that beforehand. Like if that happened to me, my mom and dad would be like, well, I could see that. John would do something dumb like that.
And look at these people here. Like they're like mourning.
I know.
There's like a little tribute there at the statue.
Maybe they're admiring that artwork on the side of it.
Impressive.
It's very good. For a spray paint can, that's very good.
I mean, distinct lines.
That's right. Everything looks, in proportion.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sorry about the man's death, though. Prayers.
Prayers out to his family. Let's talk about my story of dead people.
Okay.
Or dead person. A Texas man returns home to find a dead woman in his bed.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That is like the best prank ever.
There's some nights where I think Dater's dead, but, just kind of lays there. I don't know what's going on. A man made a surprising discovery at his home in a southern Texas city when he walked into his bedroom and found the body of a deceased woman in his bed. The man had been away from his house for several weeks, only to return home on Wednesday. According to the police report, the man returned to his apartment in South Alameda in Corpus Christi. Corpus Crispy.
That sounds like something on the McDonald's menu.
So let me get that Corpus Crispy value meal. Corpus Christi, a Texas city on the Gulf of Mexico, early Wednesday morning. After finding the woman in his bedroom, police said he left the apartment and called the authorities. It's unclear how the woman died since the medical examiner has yet to determine a cause of death, so authorities can't say whether the woman died of natural causes or if they're looking at a homicide. Police haven't released the name of the man who made the discovery or the woman who he found in his bed. It's also unclear when the medical examiner is expected to finish the autopsy and whether those findings will be made public. News of the man finding the woman in his home prompted a flurry of speculation online. Some Facebook users questioned how the woman got into the apartment, if the man locked the door, and whether the man knew the woman. Those are all valid questions.
Yeah, as an investigator, that's where you start with. Yeah.
Yeah. Days earlier, about 200 miles away, a homeowner in Houston found a man's body in a ditch after his dog's incessant barking prompted him to investigate. Now, people people getting killed over in Houston all the time. I mean, that ain't nothing unusual. So, but just as was the case with the woman in Corpus Christi's, I know what you're saying. Ever since I had the vaccine, I can't talk right. Corpus Christi, authorities weren't sure if foul play was involved regarding the incident in Houston. So we really don't know what. But imagine coming back home and it's just a dead woman laying in your bed.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that. Tiny, he's going to put it out on the curb and Tiny would come by and pick it up and sleep in it for the rest of his life. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. That would be the worst feeling in the world. I'd have to move out.
Really?
Yeah. You know that thing's haunted now? It's got a hang in it.
Do you, though?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You got to move out.
You know, the previous owner of this house allegedly died in here.
Oh, yeah. For real?
For real.
Ooh. No wonder I can't talk right.
But I mean,
I'm over here.
I don't know. It don't bother me. I don't think nothing about it. And Richard, our neighbor, told us that it was haunted by good spirits.
Oh, okay. So, thank you, Richard. Cool. Everything's cool.
And also, I should probably have said this before I said that. I don't think Tara or the boys know.
Okay.
So if you could not mention that around them.
I won't make any promises, but I'll try to not mention it around them.
Yeah.
I'll try my best. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to get rid of the bed, though, right? Like, you wouldn't keep your bed, would you?
If it was brand new, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think there's some leakage or something, right?
Right.
You know, decomposition is going to get on your mattress. Now, we got some mattress covers that'll keep all that stuff off of the mattress. You just throw away the mattress cover, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Did I tell you we got a new mattress?
You did.
And I told you how high it was off the ground and everything? Well, we finally got a low-profile box spring for it this week that came in. I brought it home in my new truck. I mean, I'm a truck guy now, so I can just do stuff like that.
Something women like about a pickup.
That's right. Got it set up. I went to get into bed the first night, and I hiked my leg up like I was getting it in the old style, and I almost broke my hip when I landed on the bed because all the lights were off and everything.
Right.
Yeah, I almost broke my daggone hip.
Oh, man. Well, this next story I have here, and it involves, well, you know what? We've done several stories that involve death, so I don't know why I'm putting out a little PCA for this one.
It's just a death podcast.
This one involves a murder, okay? This wasn't accidentally fell into a dinosaur statue or a random dead person in a dude's bed. This is like a murder, but this comes from the Los Angeles Times. Shout out to Jacqueline for posting this in the group.
Sure.
And who, obviously, this story, I would have expected this from Jacqueline and no one else.
Sure. It's a very goth story.
Yes.
Yeah.
A self-styled Satanist beheaded his cellmate and the guards didn't notice.
Okay.
Man.
Those are Epstein's guards.
The convicted killers shared the same cell at Cochran State Prison, but on the morning of March 9th, 2019, only one was still alive. Jamie Asuna, 31, had decapitated and dissected the body of his cellmate, Luis Romero, 44, with a makeshift knife. I believe we call that a shiv.
Yeah, that's what we called it when I was in, on the inside.
State documents show. But after prison guards made their rounds, they reported that both men were alive, according to two new reports on California prisons from the Inspector General's office. Did you think he was just going to show up later?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, maybe he had his head sticking out the top of the bed, and they're like, "Oh, he's sleeping real well." You know, we don't want to wake him up.
The reports add fresh revelations and raise more questions about one of the most heinous slayings inside the California prison system. The killing has promoted investigations and a lawsuit over why Romero was in a cell with Asuna, a self-styled Satanist with a history of attacking his cellmates.
A self-styled Satanist.
Yeah, I like how they got to point that out, because we don't want to shame the real Satanist.
No, that's right.
We don't want another 80s satanic panic going on.
It's like when they tie the Westboro Baptist people to us.
Yeah, no one ever points out self-styled Baptist church wishes death on all gay people.
Right, no. It's just straight up Baptist.
It's always just straight up Baptist church, yeah.
Right. Oh, and a Baptist church like ours does not wish death on gay people at all. No, they just don't want you to get married. That's wrong. I shouldn't have said that.
One of the reports also faults the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for conducting a shoddy investigation and delaying disciplinary action against the guards. Why